she's more like the Colossal Titan. Wait, so does that mean Commander Ervin was—
Hey! Snap out of it, Runt!
You can puzzle it all out later! Right now we need you focused on pushing ahead!
Right!
Not quite yet, Levi. A little more insurance. Second and third wings! Fire! Over there!
They figured out how to climb. I can see that. Well, if we can make it up this far, we can always go up a little further, I suppose. Anyway, I doubt we'll be here much longer. I suspect the order to withdraw will be coming any minute.
What makes you say that? Those explosions just now? I hope everything's all right in there.
Me too.
Mikasa, you think that's cannon fire or what? I mean, nothing else makes that kind of racket, right?
If that's the case, why didn't we see them bring any cannons in?
What the hell's with all the noise? Seriously. Give me a hand here, Bertolt. You happen to see what tree Krista scuttled up?
Sorry, I don't have a clue. Nothing makes sense anymore. What are we even doing here? I just want to go home.
What do you say we get out of the way? Ugly bastard's really getting the hang of it. At this rate, he's gonna try his hand at building a damn treehouse.
The alarming thing is that it shows that they can learn. Not a pleasant thought. Of course, they probably all develop at different rates.
Hey, Armin. They want us keeping these titans out of the forest, right? I think I just figured out why. We're here to lure that female titan into a trap. Come on, what else could it be? It's like you said. There's a person inside it steering the thing. Commander Ervin wants to find out who.
So that was the plan from the start? We weren't flying by the seat of our pants? Look, I'm not complaining. I get keeping it for me. But come on, keeping you guys in the dark? You'd think you'd earned a little more trust than that, right?
Damn, you're annoying.
I hope you're not suggesting the captain kept the plan from us because he thinks we're a liability!
I'm sorry, but I am. There's just no other way it makes sense.
Enough of this! Petra, knock the teeth out of his skull!
Look, I hate to say it, but he's got a point.
Huh?
For being as supposedly instrumental to the plan as we were, the captain didn't give us much to go on.
So what?
That means he doesn't trust us, kind of a big deal. Come on, you guys, think about it. Maybe Aaron isn't the only one who can change. Maybe someone in the regiment's a Titan spy.
It's the only way all the pieces fit. You with me?
Yeah. Best explanation.
A spy? Are you sure about that? Well, no. But I'm sure the commander believes it. He'd have to, and I'll wager you anything the only people in the know on this were the survivors from 5 years ago.
Of course. That's gotta be it. I concur wholeheartedly. Hear that snivel drop? There was a good reason.
Right, yes. A perfectly good reason. It adds up. After all, in their position, it's the best way of narrowing down the list of suspects to a manageable number. Shiganshin is probably when the spy got in.
So, you think this person's responsible for killing Sonny and Bean?
Possibly. In fact, after it happened, the commander asked me this odd question.
What is it you think you see? Who do you think the real enemy is here?
So that's what he meant. Of course.
If we'd known the answer to that question, he probably would have let us in on what was happening today. Though there again, I really don't think any of us could have.
Speak for yourself, my friend. I knew. I just decided to keep my own counsel. Doubtless you appreciate the reason for my silence.
Which would be...
Oh, come now. Surely you all know. Dear, oh dear, perhaps I've said too much already. Well, one day when you've reached my level of expertise...
Look, we all get that you like to pretend you're Captain Levi, but that's not how he sounds.
If we pull this off, we might learn what the Titans are all about. But even for that, was it worth letting so many people die?
You think the commander was wrong to leave us out of the loop?
Well, he certainly wasn't in the right. Why put so many of our lives at risk just because one of us can't be trusted? Hell, we could have smoked out the spy. Maybe saved some good people.
No, he did what was necessary.
Are you seriously trying to defend him? Do you know how many of us died so the commander could play intrigue?
Of course I do. All I'm saying is it's easy to judge in hindsight. At the time, though, there was no way to know how things would turn out. He's a commander, not a soothsayer. He had to act on what he had. Period. He had to choose. A handful of us, or all of us. What would you have done? He made a decision. He sacrificed 100 lives for the good of mankind.
Aaron, I can understand why you still have your doubts, but in time you'll come to realize, just like we all did, why Irvin Smith was entrusted to lead the Scouts and carry humanity's hope.
Or why even someone as cagey as Captain Levi can trust him.
Indeed. Live long enough and you'll understand the weight of it.
I may be naive, but there's one thing I know beyond all doubt. Genuine harbingers of change must be able to do what others won't dare. Sacrifice their heart. Accept the burden of doing the unspeakable. Whether we'd like to admit it or not, the fact is this. To rise above monsters, we have to abandon our humanity. That's the irony, really. If you can't let it go, it's not worth holding on to.
Poor thing. Can't so much as bat an eyelash, can we? Must be terribly frustrating. Get used to it, my dear. Biology can oftentimes be a curse. Case in point, the more your wounds heal, the stiffer your joints become. Now, what in the world is the holdup on the extraction of our esteemed guest? It won't get any easier. Strike while the iron is hot, I say.
An impressive ability, so she can harden her skin to protect portions of her body. Similar to the one who rushed Walmaria, the armored titan, I believe they called him. The question is, how many blade strikes will it take to finally chip our way through? Too many in any event. Time is short.
Yes, sir?
Prepare an artillery round. I want her hands blown off.
With all due respect, Commander, there's a risk if we use the cannons. The hands will get blown off, but whatever's beneath them will too, sir.
A fine point, soldier. Which is why you'll aim carefully and sever them at the wrists. On my signal, I want an all-out salvo.
Yes, sir.
Knock, knock. We know you're in there. Why don't you make this easy and come on out? Stop wasting our time. Seriously, what can you hope to gain by stalling? If you're thinking we'll let you go, we won't. If you're thinking about trying to escape, don't. All you should be thinking about are the good men you killed today. Not that you would. That's not your style, is it? Remorse. You enjoy killing. Which means we have something in common. Of course, I enjoy killing Titans. But it's a start. I'm sure we can still find some middle ground. Oh, that's right. While we're on that subject, let me ask. You're okay with me cutting your limbs off at the joints, right? I mean, they'll grow back. I'm talking about your actual body. Don't want you dead just yet. Timing wouldn't work. Nicely done. I almost lost my composure.
Were those like death throes or something?
They're coming. I can smell them.
From what direction?
From every direction. Fast. Dozens.
What the hell is this? They're all going in! Why are they ignoring us all of a sudden?
You telling me they're all abnormal?
Who cares? Concentrate on pushing them back!
What's going on over there? Wait, please! I know that sound. It used to haunt my sleep. I'd hear it from the forest in the dead of night. Believe me, nothing in the world screams like that except a dying animal. It's the sound of a creature who knows it's got absolutely nothing to lose. It's all right. I know to be careful. That is not the right attitude to have! You can't just be careful, you have to be terrified! Have you ever seen me terrified of anything? No, and I'm telling you, this would be a good time to try it out! Right. I have to give her credit. The girl's instincts are usually dead on. Especially right before all hell breaks loose. Aaron's in the center rank, I think. That's what Armin said.
Faster on the artillery, gentlemen! Here they are. First wave's closing from the east and coming in fast. Wagon defense squad! Intercept now!
What's going on? Damn things passed right by us! 3 Titans have broken through! Captain Levi!
Hey, what did you do? You called them some friends, didn't you?
Dawson went straight for her?
The enemy is bearing down from all directions! All hands, commence combat! Defend the female Titan at all costs! Redeploy the formation! Return to Colonist District!
We've been bested.
Don't give me that crap. Not now. Not yet.
Think about it. The enemy was prepared to make sacrifices, enormous ones. So committed to maintaining her secret, she would rather let herself be cannibalized than exposed.
That whole song and dance in the courtroom, and this is what we've got to show for it. We scurry back now with our tail between our legs. Aaron's right back in chains or worse.
We'll jump off that bridge when we come to it. Right now, our only concern is getting back without sustaining further casualties. However we can. This steam isn't helping matters. Smoke signals aren't likely to cut through the murk.
I'll gather up my squad.
Not yet, Levi. First replenish your blades and your fuel.
I can deal with what I've got. We're running against the clock as it is. Why?
Because I said. That's an order.
Whatever you say, sir. I trust you implicitly.
Withdraw. I guess we're done here. We return to HQ on horseback.
Understood.
Hold on. You telling me it's over? Oh, thank God!
I don't like this. Aaron.
That's our cue.
All right, let's settle up. We're going home.
Chop chop, Runt. One would think you'd be beside yourself to get an eyeful of who's driving that gargantuan harpy.
You really think they found out who it is?
Of course, all thanks to you.
I didn't do anything.
You learn to trust the fellow members of your squad. That's big. The sort of thing that turns out well for everyone involved, actually. A lesser man in your dilemma probably would have buckled. Then where would we be?
Oh, please. Why don't you stroke his forehead while you're at it? We'd be exactly where we are now, without, of course, having had to endure his incessant whining. Don't wait for me to decorate your path in pink and white rose petals. Survive the journey home and I might be persuaded to respect you. The mission isn't over. Not till we're through the gates. Do you understand?
Yes, sir, I completely understand.
Oruo, Petra! I gotta hand it to you both. For someone who wet themselves first time out, you've come a long way!
I thought we agreed never to speak of it again!
Whoa, seriously?
Relax. Incidentally, I've never once pissed myself in
How
battle.
dare you! I have the highest kill count of anyone in the damn squad! That, imbecile!
To hide that stain behind your kill counts, be my guest.
Shut your hole!
So did it, like, rain down on everyone midair or what?
Enough! No one cares who pissed whose pants! Focus on the job at hand! For the record, my shorts have always been dry.
Must be a signal from the captain himself.
Stow the chatter till we're home. We'll rendezvous with Levi shortly.
Ervin, why bother having him replenish? There's no time.
We saw the female Titan get eaten. Did we actually see the person inside suffer the same fate? I didn't.
You mean?
Yes. Your hypothesis is correct. This isn't over. We're dealing with someone like Eren. Someone who regenerates in and out of Titan form. Suppose that person equipped themselves with ODM gear in advance. Suppose further that they're also disguised in one of our uniforms. What would their next move be?
Captain Levi? Wait, that's not... Oh, shit!
You okay? What happened? Talk to me!
How do you ferret out the enemy when they're one of